Hello everyone. Today I bring my week in review for the second week in September. This is a video looking at what I did during the week, and I analyse my work and give myself a bit of self-critique and some goals for the next week. And this first image is something I do sometimes when I need an extra push to get going. Some days it's just too hard to get up and into the work I set out for myself, and because I'm self-taught I need to set out my own goals and I'm the only one accountable for whether I do them or not. And the thing is, sometimes, well, actually quite often, I tend to give up before I even start and throw my days away. Basically, totally writing off the whole day. And I know it's not good for me. I know it's something that I need to continually work on. And this is one way that I do it. Usually the night before, or sometimes that very morning before I really start my day, when I'm still full of optimism and enthusiasm for what I might achieve, I'll write myself some notes or messages and I'll acknowledge who I am and how I might feel that day and tell myself to work through it. And this is what it looks like. It does a good job and it gets me going, and then I can do at least one thing towards my goal on those tough days. It gets that ball rolling, and I posted on Instagram in case anyone else needed a bit of motivation to get going, so that's why this is here. Now to the drawings. I did this one with an idea of trying to draw hair in a more pleasing way. I wanted to try and get rid of the scratchiness of it and, well, do a better job. So I thought I would be doing hair studies all week, and I was also trying to add a background tone in this. It's something that previously I didn't like about my work, and I've been trying a few different methods of putting a background into the portrait so they're not just floating in space. And sometimes it works better than other times. I'm still trying to figure out. But this image overall I think is okay. It's really nothing special, and I would consider this a head and hair study, nothing more. And after I did this in the next one, I realised there was a lot more to work on than just hair to make a pleasing image. And with this next one, I show the two versions, the original and the fixed one. And what happened was when I was scanning the original and resizing it to post online, I noticed in the little navigation window that the skin tones were blending into the background too much. So I lightened the skin tones, and that's when I realised that I need to work on more than just hair. I really needed to work on value control as well. So the hair studies ended up evolving into value studies as well, which is a good thing. These next few images is me trying to wrap my little head around value control with charcoal, and it's a lot harder than you think. I mainly use fine charcoal to get the bulk of the drawing down and fill it with tones, and I realised how little control I actually had with it. I think what I will need to do is more value scales, just like music scales with different charcoals, fine, pencils, compressed, just to see what values each one can achieve and how I can build skill in laying down the value I want instead of chasing them around the drawing. And what I mean by that is when you draw something, you fill it in with a tone and then the next thing with a lighter value, and then you have to go back and adjust the previous one because it's too dark or too light, and end up running loops around the paper until the paper can't take it anymore and it looks like crap. So then I did a quick sketch at the end to see if I learned anything, and looking back at this I would say I have a long way to go before I get the control that I would like to have. So more study, and with this one I used just one image and tried to explore values a little bit more. I tried it with a light background, mid background, dark background, and I tried to control the skin and find a value for the hair as well, which was supposed to be a light brown. And I was trying to make three values. I was trying to put it in. I think I ended up doing three sets of three in little squares, and again I found it really, really hard to control it on purpose, and that's the key, is to do it on purpose. And I don't think the result in the last image was any better than the first one, which you can see right now. But it's all practice, and any practice, even failed ones, count towards the goal, which is to get a basic level of control in values. This last drawing I nearly didn't get done at all. I was really tired and I went to lay down, but I had a dream about Jonesy, my cat that passed away earlier this year, and it made my emotional state rather fragile for the rest of the day, and I wasn't sure if I could bring myself to do anything. Then I saw my note from Monday and another little post-it note I stuck on the bottom of my computer screen that says, "Try hard, just for today, only today." And I sat down with the mindset that I don't care if this is going to look bad, I'm just going to draw it because I told myself I was going to draw something. And this is the result that I got. It's okay, I guess. I mean, I don't really want to critique it too much because I wasn't trying to achieve anything other than getting a sketch down for the day. But I kind of like the hair. And I guess that was my week of drawing practice. It was a pretty weak week. it's it's hard to hold yourself accountable to, well, yourself, especially with no outside force or words from a mentor or any of that kind of thing. But I do what I can do, and I hope that others will as well. I know how hard it is, but as long as we don't totally give up, we can move forwards little by little. And while I would like to be a bit faster, slower is better than nothing at all in my books. And so that's it. I don't have a plan yet on what to do next week. As usual, I'll make it up as I go along. Seems that it's better to try something and then see what needs fixing, and then I work on it for that week or so. It's it's not a bad formula, I think. I hope to see you again next week. Let's just keep drawing.